In Hollywood, friendships and rivalries often become just as famous as the stars themselves. Fans are always fascinated to learn who gets along behind the scenes and who doesn't. That's why the story of Kelsey Grammer and Ted Danson has grabbed so much attention. These two legends, both icons from television's golden age of sitcoms, shared the screen during the heyday of Cheers. Yet for more than 3 decades, they've reportedly not spoken to one another. What exactly happened between them? And why has the silence lasted this long? Kelsey Grammer, best known for playing the sharp-tongued Dr. Frasier Crane, was introduced to audiences thanks to Cheers. At that time, Ted Danson was already a household name, leading the show as the lovable yet womanizing bartender, Sam Malone. On screen, the two characters couldn't have been more different, but together, they created television magic. Behind the scenes, however, the dynamics weren't always so smooth. According to those close to the production, tensions began to rise when Grammer's character gained unexpected popularity. Originally, Frasier was meant to be a short-term addition, but his sarcastic wit and unique presence clicked with audiences. Producers extended his role, and eventually he became one of the key players on Cheers. For Ted Danson, who was used to being the show's central star, this shift may have felt like a threat. Suddenly, the spotlight wasn't only on him, it was being shared. Though neither Grammer nor Danson has gone into extreme detail publicly, insiders suggest that egos and competition played a big role in their fallout. Hollywood is no stranger to rivalries, especially when two strong personalities are forced to share the stage. By the time Cheers ended, the two stars reportedly weren't on speaking terms. When Grammer moved on to lead his own wildly successful spin-off, Frasier, their distance only grew. What makes the story even more surprising is that both actors continued to thrive. Ted Danson reinvented himself in later roles, from Becker to The Good Place, while Kelsey Grammer cemented his legacy with Frasier, which ran for 11 seasons and remains one of the most acclaimed sitcoms of all time. Yet despite working in the same industry and crossing paths at events, their silence toward one another has remained unbroken. Fans often wonder why two such talented stars couldn't find common ground. Was it really about competition, or did something more personal happen that audiences never knew about? While we may never hear the full story straight from the actors themselves, it's a reminder that fame doesn't always erase human emotions like jealousy, pride, and disappointment. Even in Hollywood, where stars often patch things up for the sake of publicity, some rifts are too deep to heal. What's particularly ironic is that both Grammer and Danson are known for playing characters who are charming, witty, and often able to resolve conflicts with humor. Yet in real life, it seems the two couldn't apply that same energy to their own relationship. 30 years of silence is a long time, and fans still hold out hope that one day these two legends might reconcile. After all, Hollywood loves a comeback story, and nothing would delight audiences more than seeing Grammer and Danson set aside their differences. Whether that happens remains to be seen, but for now, the mystery of why Kelsey Grammer hasn't spoken to Ted Danson in decades continues to intrigue and maybe even shock their devoted fans.